Hi, this is Zimzam Entertainment. Well, Zimbabwe has lost a gallant soldier. I have to offer my condolences to the Zimbabweans who regarded him as their hero. I personally don't know how to feel about the death of Parents Shiri, but I know what I feel about the man who led the 5th Brigade into Matabeleland and tortured the people of Matabeleland, causing terror on the people of Matabeleland, including the infamous Gukurahundi, which saw thousands of Ndebeles dead. Women were raped and tortured. Some people were forced to eat the remains of their dead family members. Parents Shiri spearheaded the recently announced $3.5 billion compensation to the white farmers for destroying their properties and land. Well, at least they finally got their closure after 20 years. It has been 33 years since Gukurahundi, and to this day, there's been no apology from Parents Shiri nor the current president, who is allegedly or alleged to have played a key role in the massacre of Gukurahundi. No compensation, no apology. Just marginalization upon marginalization. There's no drinking water, clean drinking water in Matabeleland, let alone significant developments. But who are we? Who are the Ndebeles after all? They are just a marginalized bunch who will never get closure, who will never get an apology, who will never be compensated for the Gukurahundi massacres. Women were raped and tortured. Some were left pregnant. There are some people in Matabeleland that don't even have their real identity because they are a result of rape. But who are we? Who are the people of Matabeleland? Just a bunch of marginalized people. Parents Shiri, I know what I feel about the man I've just described. To ED and his corruptionistas, the healthcare system that you have so neglected is rebelling. COVID doesn't choose. No one is immune to COVID. Guys, if I were you, I would use that $63 million stolen to equip local and government hospitals with much needed respirators, PPEs, medications, everything that is required to run a hospital. And don't forget Bilo Hospital and any other hospitals in Matabeleland. If I were you, I would divert that $3.5 billion that you want to compensate for lost property and land. I would divert that to the much needed infrastructure in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe's infrastructure needs some serious reconstruction, and that includes paying the doctors, the nurses, and the teachers immediately. You don't seem to recognize the importance and the doctors and nurses at your disposal. That's why you all go overseas to get medical treatment. What a shame. COVID is not waiting for you to go on your jet. And if COVID does not open your eyes and force you to pay attention to the healthcare system in Zimbabwe, then people of Zimbabwe should direct their prayers to which corruptionista COVID should infect next. So, I don't know how I feel about the death of Parents Shiri, but I know what I feel about the man who was responsible and played a very big role in the Gukurahundi massacre. And I know some people say, let bygones be bygones. How? How can we let bygones be bygones when there's no closure? How can we let bygones be bygones when Ndebeles continue to be marginalized? How can we let bygones be bygones when the government and the people responsible for the massacre don't want to talk about it, don't want to address it, they just like pretend it never happened? And today, you must compensate the white farmers for the land and properties. The land that the British are responsible to pay. It was the British took up that responsibility to pay compensation for the land, not Zimbabweans. 33 years after Gukurahundi. Thank you.